What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today was my first day at Afters, and I had a really good day. I had a long day. I'm kind of exhausted. I'm really looking forward to just having some food, sitting down and watching the last 5 episodes of Legend of Vox Machina and just chilling out. But before we do that, I'm gonna talk to you guys. I'm gonna do a bit of a what's in my bag, and this is what I wore. I'll do like a full show of like, I'll do like an outfit of the day, sort of what's in my bag. It's gonna be a little bit of everything. And then I might just sort of finish it off with a very brief sort of summary of what I did today and just an overall initial reaction, I suppose, to how my day at Afters went. So without any further ado, let's jump into it. So, first of all, this is my bag. There's no zip on the front, because it is here on the back. It is an anti-theft bag, therefore. And I generally try to keep these inside one of the higher, inside one of the little flaps, so that as you're walking along, you can't actually reach it unless you actually reach in beside me. Fully anti-theft that way. But and the other flap has a little USB port, which we will look at in just a second. The little Velcro bits on the side. I honestly don't know why, but they exist. Back up in the spot. Things trying to jump out at me before I even get the thing open. So the first things first, these are the bits that take up sort of the inside of the shell. I'm gonna put this down for a second. So we've got my Lunchbox, which is a bento box style. It's got, open it up, it's got 2 little containers that can sit on one side. I can take one out, put an apple or something in instead, use the other one, and if that's the case, I've got a large one of these. If I'm gonna, instead of taking 2 little ones, I can take one large one and a piece of fruit, which may end up being the way to go. Okay, battery's going to run out. Let's give it that one. Do that. And then pray that it reaches. Beautiful. I've then got a little sandwich tray which sits in the middle of it and sort of gives me extra storage space. I can put a sandwich in this and then sort of just take it out of the way. I can also simply just turn it upside down and it gives me pretty much all of the lid space for something. There's different ways that I can configure it, which is really cool. And then at the side, we've got these two separate little, take this out of the way so we can see it a little better, two separate little compartments on the side. Just the barcode sticker staring at me in the face there. So alongside of that, I've also got a little reusable cutlery set. I've got two handles, which I can then make into a spoon, a knife, a fork, or running down the side here is two chopsticks. So I have options, basically. And then I've also got, let's try that again. That's better. An umbrella. You can see it says rain or shine. I would like shine, but the next 3 months looks like rain. So yeah, that's going to be coming in very handy for walking to and from class, from home. We then got, I can hopefully just show you guys this. Did I raise my seat up a little bit? Ooh. Almost. How much further up does this go? That's at its top. That's its peak. Okay. Alright. Why do you insist on pulling out? Stay in there. We've got a pen, a notebook, a cloth COVID mask. We've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, and we've got a spare charger cord that will connect to this thing that wants to jump out. If I press it, there's a little button on the side, like tiny. If I press and hold it, it turns on a torch. That's not the one I wanted. Enough, please, thank you. Alright, press it. You can see that it turned on now. Little shiny light there that wasn't there before. And then, yeah, it's got a little torch at the top here, which I accidentally blinded myself with, which is fun. So yeah, that's connected via cord through this little hatch here out to the USB port here in the side. Which means that once I get myself some, I've already just blinded myself in that eye, that's great. Which means that once I get myself some Bluetooth headphones for listening to music, I will be able to charge my phone for while walking to school, which is pretty cool. Or more accurately, if in case I've got to run an errand on the way home, I can charge my phone while I'm doing that. Chuck everything back in before showing you the final pocket. Thank you. Which is there's a piece of paper in here that I need, at least for this week. Okay, that's the rest. Last thing is my laptop, which if we can get the right angle of light on it, there we go. We can see that it's an Acer. It's an Acer Nitro, I believe S7. That number keeps coming to mind whenever I think about what this thing is called. I'm going to just assume that I'm right, even if I'm not. And this, you can just go over there. But basically, it's a gaming computer. When I turn it on, actually, I'll show you. I will show you when I turn it on. There's my little power button. You'll see a little light comes on, and then the keyboard lights up, which is really cool. And I can change the colour. I've got to log in to do so. So let me just password in. Thank you. It's in here. It's got a thing called Nitro Sense. Just taking its time loading. Which looks like this. And then as you can see, my keyboard has turned itself blue, because that is what I've got it set to do. I can click on the keyboard and I can set it to different colours in different zones. So let's say, where's my mouse? Here. Let's go zone 3, just to give you an example. Let's make it yellow, right? So there's zone 3, and let's make zone 2, let's make it green, and then we'll make zone 1 go red. And that's just a stake, and I can close that. And then when I close all this down, we've got a colourful keyboard now. So it's really cool. I can make it whatever colour I like. I just like blue. So it was blue for me. It was gonna be. But I've just noticed I can make it dynamic, which is dynamic. Oh, that's right. Let's give it. Ooh, that's cool. So this one's got a dynamic one. This is the zoom. We've got a to do all the colours. The breathing motion. And shifting. That's just the one colour. And I can make it go the opposite direction as well. I can make it go much faster. Or, because I'm epileptic, I can make it go much slower. And then we've got neon, which just goes through the RGB cycle. Must admit, I did like the wave. I might make it that one. That's kind of cool. So, I get to have a lot of fun with that. Now that I'm done with that, I can actually just turn this off. Shut it down. It has an 18-hour battery life, which really only leaves 6 hours in the day. And who is awake for that long when 8 hours sleep is the recommended amount? I mean, I function pretty well today on 5 hours of sleep, so I guess it's possible, but like, who would willingly do that? I didn't willingly do it. Now there are things that weren't in my bag just now that are supposed to be, such as my water bottle, which I'm currently drinking out of. So it would normally go in there as well, sort of in between my lunchbox and the side of the bag. I would actually try to shift everything over so that it's in the side, and I would actually make it the side where the zips sit, so that I can, if I need to, I can just open the zip up a little bit and reach in, and it's right there. So that's that. I also have my bike lock. I've actually got 2 bike locks, so I don't have to stretch the absolute crap out of one of them. So I've got this one, and then my dad bought me a secondary one. The colours, neither of these are the colour of my bike. tends to just go with more, but I've got bike locks if I'm going to ride to school, as I did today. Then yeah, I would obviously take those, and those would take up some space in my bag, to and from, so I'm not having to try and struggle with them on the bike, because there's not a whole heap of space on the bike when we actually install the grips for them. So those two things were in my bag today, but weren't just now, because my bike chains are actually holding my curtain against the sides, so that no light's going to come in tonight, because there's actually a driveway right outside the window. And at night time, when people want to leave, I just get a window full of light. And despite this being a blackout curtain, it's still, when everything is pitch black, it still shows up light in the room. And I also don't have the 8 things that I normally have on my person, aside from clothes. So we'll start at the top and we'll work our way clockwise and around. Meaning that we start with either this combination of hat and helmet, which got, it's damp, but I'm not sure if it's because of the rain or because of like sweat. Could be a bit of both, to be completely honest. So that's just gonna go up here and that up there. So it's either that combination or this, putting my hair up. I then would have my ID on me. So this is my student ID that I got today. This position used to be taken up by my signet ring chain. I believe this top one was given to me by my pop, who passed away the year before I graduated high school. So that's 11 years ago now. And yeah, so it used to be that. It's going to be this from now on, because if I have this on my person, as well as my concession opal card when I get it, I can use this as evidence, because it has the year on it that I will graduate, or like the day that, like the actual date that my course will end, on it. So I can actually use it as proof that I am a student, to get student priced, like student concession prices, at most things that do, pretty much everything actually, that will do student concession prices. So if the movies are going to do a student price, I can now get the student ticket, which studying a film course is going to be handy. But like things when like my godchildren come down, if we decide to go to Taronga Zoo for the day, if they do a student concession, I can do that. The ferry over, I can get the student concession on that. So it'll be a very handy thing to always have on my person. So I may still occasionally put my necklace on, but I will always have this on me now. So then my watch is always on this arm. I write with this hand, so my dominant hand doing up that's why it's on my non-dominant hand. My phone is then normally in the pocket. I've then always got shoes on at the moment. I'll show you in a second, I guess, when I do all of my outfit of the day stuff. I'll show you. But I'm wearing my high tops today. I haven't worn them in a while, and I was just feeling like, yeah, it's time. Let's pull the high tops out. Then my wallet will usually sit in this pocket, sort of opposite pocket of my pants from my phone. My keys are then usually in this hand. Again, dominant hand, so opening doors with my keys. This hand makes sense to assign two keys. If I'm wearing this jacket, there's a pocket on the inside here, so opposite hand reaching in, like this sort of a thing. Makes sense. So whether or not it's actually where I carry my keys is irrelevant. My keys. And then the last but not least, the 8th thing is my sunglasses. Because obviously I've got my COVID mask for school in my bag. If I'm going to be riding to school, I want to be able to breathe, so I'm not wearing my mask while I ride. So yeah, and then when I'm going out anywhere else, I've got a COVID mask literally sitting right next to where everything else sits, on my little kookaburra dish. And so that really is it. I'm gonna put this USB in when I repack everything. It's got my copy of a film that I did last year with now third year AFTER students. And I don't know, I kind of want to show some of the friends that I made today. I think that'd be cool. Because it's literally my only flex. So yeah. So yeah, that's sort of what's in my bag. Okay, so in order to actually show you my fit, like properly, I had to get changed, so I just hopped into my pajamas because it's starting to get a bit late and I'm heading towards bed. And this is unfortunately the best I can do distance-wise. I am gonna have to come forward a little bit, but obviously the most glaring part of the fit was my shirt. I really actually love this shirt. I'm just going to give you guys a less pocket in your face close up look at the pattern. It's actually really light. You can occasionally get button-up shirts that, even with short sleeves, they're quite heavy. And I had to wear heavy shirts before for jobs that I've had, where the requirements of that job is manual labour, and therefore, you know, they're kind of necessary. The job itself was in essentially a freezer, so even in the middle of summer, I was wearing like long sleeve shirts. So my body's just used to, if the shirt is of a particular material, just sweating out of habit. But this one's nice and light, and yeah, I love it. The pants are just a cheap pair of like tan chinos, sort of thing. Like they're not exactly jeans, but yeah, I've worn them that often that I've got knee creases in it, and it's all bunched up at the back, and when I kneel down, yeah, and the back pockets have buttons. And there's a pretty useless coin pocket at the front that only goes about two knuckles deep. That's all she needs. But yeah, I like these pants, they go really well with that shirt. And together they do make one of my favourite outfits that I have. It was an outfit that I repeated quite often when I was working my last job in a sort of like homeless store where I didn't have a uniform. Good. There's also my belt, which is elastic. There's also, if you notice, no holes in its entire length. That's because this one requires an up-close look. It's actually threaded, so the buckle can literally go through. If it wants to let me show you, can literally go through. Anyway, so, and then I don't even need to worry about what size I am. I just know that this is going to fit, because if necessary, I can stretch it a little bit to make it fit. Always fun. My shoes are just my high tops. They look like Connie's. I promise you they're not. The price tag I had paid for these, they're not Connie's. They're 9 in men's. No star symbol to show that they're Connie's. They're not Vans, although they were more of a sneaker type than I suppose that I would consider them as like similar to Vans as well. But they are not. I've had them for quite a while. I like that they're starting to get scuffed up and stuff. They are part of a cosplay, and I like that they're scuffed up because the character that they're supposed to be part of a cosplay for is Fetch Walker from A Second Son, and she's a bit of a rough and tumble type character, so I like that they're getting worn. And then the last piece that I had today, that I did wear throughout the day, is my hoodie. It's just pretty simple old hoodie. It's obviously it's blue colour. Give you a closer look at its actual colouring. Yeah, pretty basic. The hood, the zip, 2 pockets. That's about it. I find that jumpers and stuff, because they only sort of go to my waist, my hands feel weird sitting here. They feel better like on my legs. So yeah, I generally sort of tuck my thumbs into my pant pockets. The pockets on jumpers don't generally get used by me unless I have to hold like 25 different things and it's the middle of winter, in which case it's usually something like this and my jacket back there. But we were told to bring a jumper because it can get cold in some of the rooms. I personally didn't notice it, but I also have my room here kept at a pretty cool temperature, so I didn't really notice anything. The one thing I don't like about this, and I've got evidence of this as well, the cuffs are a little bit too tight, as we can quite clearly see. The seam has burst pretty much the entire way up that side. They're a bit tight on my wrists. I have another hoodie in my cupboard that they aren't loose at all, and I like being able to wear that one at the moment because I can put the hood up, you know, if I'm going out with like my jacket on, just to keep like the rain off my head, and then my jacket's a waterproof jacket anyway. And I don't really have to carry an umbrella with me, which means that I have spare hands to be able to like, you know, carry cash, or I don't need to take my bag with me to put my umbrella in, and I can just do things quicker. But I like wearing it because I'm able to, if it's not raining, I'm able to push the sleeves up and just sort of wear it as like a short sleeve jumper. So the cuffs are too tight for me. I like to be able to put my sleeves up a little bit in case, you know, to try and let more heat out of my body if I'm getting too hot, instead of having to take it off, carry it around, and then put it back on. And too much hassle. I'd rather just put the sleeves up. But that's my outfit for the day. So that's all I've got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button wherever it is on your device, and while you're there, just go ahead and hit that notification bell as well. Turn on push notifications so you can be kept up to date with when I upload new videos. Let me know what kinds of videos you'd like to see in the future in the comments section down below, and until next time, keep your head screwed on.